Hey everybody, this is Mace1370 and we are going to do a Dragon Maze pre-release draft. So I guess these are triple Dragon Maze, so this isn't really going to be representative of block, but I figure it'll be a good opportunity to play with the cards and see how things feel. So we have Melik Izzet Paragon. I mean, he might be fine um, in the block. I don't know how he'll do here. Tithe Drinker I think is very good. I think Flux Charger is pretty solid. The thing that I'm a little confused about is since there will be all of the guilds in this block, I don't know uh, if you're going to have to run three colors or not. I presume you will. It's basic. I think it's double the guilds in three packs compared to previous. So just going strictly two colors might not be possible. But I think Tithe Drinker is very good. It's a very relevant two drop. Um, this is also very good though as well. All right, well we'll take Tithe Drinker and see what comes. Okay, we have Profit and Loss, fairly decent split card. Ubulsar Gatekeepers I like a lot, and that would go well with a Tithe Drinker. Fatal Fumes is also pretty good. I think the Gatekeepers are probably better than Fatal Fumes. Again though, like this being triple Dragon Maze, I don't really know what to expect in terms of how many gates we'll get and all this other stuff. I think these guys will probably be better in Triple Dragon's Maze than they would be in the block because every pack will have a gate, so there'll be presumably a ton of guild gates. I assume we won't have to draft them that highly. This card was unplayable. This card's fine. So yeah, Profit and Loss seems okay. I think it's probably pretty solid. The question is it better than Ubulsar Gatekeepers? I'm not so sure. I think the Gatekeepers is probably better. So we're going to take that. Okay, this is Flesh and Blood, which is pretty good. Let's see. Pretty good but slow, and it doesn't really match any of the colors we've taken so far. This guy is really solid, I think. Another Gatekeepers. Unrelated Guildgate. Hidden String's not great. So we could take Woodlet Crawler and look to be an Esper combination. We could just take another Gatekeepers. I think I'm going to do that and just try and stay open, see what comes. Okay, we have another Flesh and Blood. Yeah, I mean Blood's really solid, and exile target creature card from a graveyard put. Yeah, I mean Flesh and Blood seems very good to me. There's a Carnage Gladiator, which is quite strong. There's also a Warped Physique, which seems really good. I kind of want to take the Warped Physique. But yeah, Carnage Gladiator is awesome. It seems like we're kind of going a control-ish route with double Gatekeepers so far. And these guys give -2/-2 to something, so that's pretty decent removal. Warped Physique, I think, is probably pretty good. Especially in the early game, it can just basically kill any of their 2 or 3 drops, maybe even one of their 4 drops, depending on how many cards you've played. So we'll take that, and we will need to start looking for some sort of fixers at some point. Okay, well, Runner's Bane. Here's another card. There's like probably some pump in this format. Enough that I don't know how great Runner's Bane will be. I assume it'll be pretty good. There's also another Warped Physique and a Windrake. I kind of just want to take this. Just, if anything, just to play with it and see how it does. Pilfered Plans is also really good, so is another Warped Physique or a Windrake. But yeah, we'll take this. There's another one of those black removal spells in that pack. Alright, Breaking and Entering. I don't think we want because it has red in it. Hired Torture would be fine. Haunter of the Night Veil seems really sweet, so I'm going to pick him up. We're going to cost sort. I think we're definitely doing some sort of Dimir with maybe white or maybe some other color mixed in there. It seems like people have been taking the guild gates pretty highly because we haven't seen any for a while. Trait Doctrine is bad. This is bad. Pilfered Plan seems pretty solid, so I think we're just going to grab that. Yep. Okay. Well, we could take Maze Abomination, or we could take Maze Glider. I think Glider's probably better. Rakdos Cluestone doesn't help us out too much. We're looking for like a Dimir Cluestone or a Orzhov. So we still haven't seen any fixing yet, which is a little frustrating. But so far we don't really need it. We're just black-blue at this point. And yeah, I like the cards we have so far. We definitely need to get some Guild Gates for these guys since we have 2 of them. I think we probably are going to want to run like 3 or 4 in our deck minimum. Geez, okay, still no Guild Gates. I don't really remember. I don't remember seeing any Dimir ones. I guess we'll take another Pilfered Plans. We don't want Showstopper. I don't think we want Hazda Snare Squad. And yeah, Divination seems good. Okay, well here you go. We have a Cluestone, so we'll take that. But again, I don't know if I'm going to even want to run the Cluestones. This is just terrible. We don't want anything else here. I don't know if I'm going to run the Cluestones. Like I will if we have to for fixing, but I really want Guild Gates because of the Ubelsar Gatekeepers. Interesting. Well, this could be nice to take for the white, but I'm going to take up Woodland Crawler. This guy seems really good. The pro-green and Forest Walk I think will be pretty relevant, especially the pro-green. And he's a 2-drop and he fits in our colors perfectly, so the fact that he made it around the table makes me hopeful that we're the only black-blue player. Whenever enchanted creature attacks or blocks its controller loses 2 life. So this is absolutely unplayable, but we're just going to hide it. And Mind Static versus Murmuring Phantasm. I mean, I guess we're taking Phantasm, but not excited about it. Probably just going to keep it in our sideboard for now. We didn't see much white at all, so we might not even be playing the Tithe Drinker. It'll depend on how many Guild Gates we get and if we pick up any other relevant white cards. I mean, if this thing gets flying with Maze Glider, that's pretty sweet. A 2-1 flying lifelink can do some work. Alright, and Hired Torturer making it around the table is nice too. I think he's probably playable. A 2-3 body seems fairly relevant, and he has a ability that could help you in the game. Okay, here we go into pack 2. Pontiff of Blight seems pretty gross. I mean, having double Haunter of Nightveil could be really nice as well. But this guy has to be better. He is a 6-drop. We already have Maze Glider, I guess, so that's maybe a reason not to take him. I really don't anticipate this guy wheeling. This guy's really nice too. No Guild Gate for us in this pack that we really want. But yeah, Pontiff of Blight I like a lot. And I think also I just want to get a chance to play with, as many different cards as I can in the pre-release so that we're better equipped for War Leader's Helix is sick. Yeah, this is a very strong pack. So that when the full block set is actually draftable, we'll have a little more experience. Yeah, this guy seems really good. Another Guild Gate I don't want. Yeah, I don't really want Maze Glider. I don't think I want Maze Abomination. Could take an Orzhov Cluestone. I'm not totally sold on the Cluestone plan as fixing, and we don't really have any relevant white cards that we really want to play. I mean, Tithe Drinker is nice, but I'm not going to splash white for it. I think I just take Runner's Bane here over one of the Abominations since we already have 2 6-drops, and removal is removal. Okay, a little frustrating that we still aren't seeing any on-color Guild Gates for us. Serve and Protect seems pretty unexciting. Wear and Tear, also pretty unexciting. We don't want either of these Cluestones. This pack is kind of a blank for us. Don't think we're going to play Trostani Summoner. So we could take Tithe Drinker or Deputy of Acquittals. Kind of like Tithe Drinker. I guess Deputy's nice because it could rescue our Pontiff of Blight or our Haunted Nightveil if we needed to. And we also have double Ubelsar Gatekeeper, so if we ever get any Guild Gates, we can redo that. So sure, we'll take Deputy. Okay, another off-color Guild Gate that we don't want. Another Runner's Bane. I think we'll take Fatal Fumes here. Yeah. It's a removal spell we don't have yet. It's an instant speed, so I think that'll be fine. I'm kind of amazed. Like, I think people are taking Guild Gates very highly, or maybe we're just not getting. Maybe the ones that we want just aren't being open. That's a possibility too. I kind of anticipated with 3 packs of the Guild Gate in every pack that they'd be pretty plentiful, and we would have no trouble getting them. But maybe people are just excited for Guild Gates since it's pre-release. Okay, well I think Blast of Genius is probably very, very good. And maybe we'll take that instead of running white. It is another 6-drop. Alive and Well we're not playing. There's an Is It Cluestone, another Maze Glider. Yeah, sure, we'll take Blast of Genius and maybe do the red thing. Okay, so now we have options. We have Toil and Trouble. Toil's fine. We already have a bunch of card draw, and Trouble's not great. This seems to fit much better in Rakdos than it would in our deck. So we could take Warped Physique or Fatal Fumes. I think Warped Physique is probably just better for us. I think Rot Farm Skeleton's probably pretty good. Alright, I like Opalite Gatekeepers a lot. I'm going to really make a point to prioritize Gatekeepers, Guild Gates in the next pack. I've been keeping an eye out for them pretty much like midway through pack 1 and all of this pack, and I think I saw an Is It one that I guess I could have taken now, but we might just have to take some single colored Guild Gates, just like anything with black in it or anything with blue, just to be able to use these guys, because triple Gatekeepers means that maybe Guild Gates are a lot more valuable in this format. So this could have been a mistake for me not to take those earlier. Okay, and yeah, it's not here. I don't want another 6-drop. I guess I'm taking Banelli Blackguard, even though he's pretty bad. Interesting, I did not expect Jellin Sphinx to table. So I'll snap him up, I think. And I probably would prefer to play him and like a couple of the white cards I have over Blast of Genius. So we'll hide Blast of Genius for now. This guy's pretty gross. Granted, we don't have that many creatures to really abuse with him. Like, we didn't get the Windrakes from pack 1. So yeah, I think what we're going to focus on now, we have removal up to our ears, I think. We have a couple good finishers. So I think what we need to focus on is more mid-rangey creatures like Windrakes and Guild Gates, basically. Okay, well I don't need another Banelli Blackguard. I will take an Orzhov Cluestone, I guess. And I'd probably play that one over the Dimir one just because it fixes for white. Alright, none of these are super great. I guess we'll just take a Crypt Incursion. And I guess Mind Static. Wow, we haven't gotten a single Guild Gate yet. That's kind of distressing considering that we have 3 of these. We haven't seen a single, I don't think we've seen a single Dimir one. We might have seen one early pack 1. I don't remember. I wasn't like really looking for him then. Okay, this is the most playable of those bad cards. Yeah, and so in terms of Guild Gates, I think we want to prioritize the ones that have whites, so the Azorius and Orzhov ones. And I mean, like, Dimir ones are great, but we want to be able to fix for white as best we can. Sure. Yeah, this guy is not playable. Talked about him in the set review. He is terrible. Alright, what do we have here? We have Blood Scrivener. If you would draw a card while you have no cards in hand, instead draw 2 cards and lose 1 life. So he's fine. There's an Azorius Guild Gate. I think I just have to take it. I mean, Opalite Gatekeepers are nice. We're not taking that guy. Sin Collector is fine. But yeah, we absolutely need Guild Gates. So we'll take that one. What do we have in this pack? This pack is not very good. So we have a Ascended Lawmage. And I think that's kind of the only card we want here. I could just take a Rakdos Guild Gate. It makes black mana, but we're pretty short on creatures, so I think I'm going to take an Ascended Lawmage, and if we don't get enough gates, we might have to cut down on the number of Gatekeepers that we run, so I think Ascended Lawmage is fine here. Alright, well there's another Ascended Lawmage, and then there's some stuff. I guess I'm just taking the Is It Guild Gate. Yeah, this is a hard decision. I really don't like taking off-color Guild Gates like this, and I'm not planning on running the Blast of Genius, I don't think. No, I'm going to take Ascended Lawmage. I don't... Alright, here's another Azorius Guildgate. That's pretty good. We pretty much have to take like any of these on-color ones whenever we can. Down and Dirty is fine. I don't think we saw... We saw the Azorius flip card a few times, but... and I guess we saw the Dimir one. They just aren't that great. Bread for the Hunt. I mean, like, definitely taking this. Wouldn't mind another one of these, but yeah, this is not a super tough decision for me. Okay, Black seems to kind of have dried up. We have Steeple Rock. He seems pretty decent. I think I just have to take the Golgari Guildgate. We have enough creatures at this point, and I don't think we need like another 5-drop. So I'll just take this just so we can maybe run these. Alright, well this pack has been unexciting. Another Maze Glider, which is pretty meh. Feral Alchemist doesn't seem amazing to me. I mean, I guess I'm just taking Maze Glider. Okay, we could take another Hired Torturer. I don't think we need one. Could take an Azorius Cluestone. The question is, would Azorius Cluestone or Selesnya Guildgate be better? Honestly, I think I'm just going to take the Guildgate. The Cluestone would be nice. I don't know if I can count on getting other Guildgates for the rest of this pack. It's so awkward that we keep getting like off-color ones like this. Dimir Cluestone is fine. We could take another Fatal Fumes, I guess. We have a lot of 4-drops and we have a lot of removal. I'll just take the Selesnya Guildgate again. Okay, a lot of Beetleform mages going around. Maybe we have a lot of Splash Green. I don't know if we could actually play it. We could just take Serve and Protect. It'll be interesting to see if it's playable or not. Okay, none of these are very exciting for us. Probably just taking an Orzhov Cluestone. Yeah, I guess Orzhov Cluestone. This third pack was pretty disappointing. I don't know. I feel like the second two packs 2 and 3 in general were not very good for us. Pack 1 seemed pretty good. Drafting Triple Dragon's Mace is a little weird for sure. I wasn't really sure where to put the Guildgates in the beginning. I guess we'll take Bread for the Hunt. It's a pretty small set, so I guess you do see a lot of duplicates. And I guess if I draft a pre-release again, I'll have to value Guildgates a little higher. I don't know if that was an anomaly. Kind of hard to tell. I feel like we just saw so many off-color ones that maybe they were just open like a little bit imbalanced. Do I want any of these? Not really. Anyways, so I mean, yeah, you can see here we're getting 1,000,000 Bread for the Hunts. Okay, ending with an Azorius Cluestone. But yeah, I just didn't see very many on-color Guildgates, which was a little distressing. So at least we got 2. I'll probably need to play a Selesnya or Golgari though, just to be able to activate my gatekeepers. We got plenty of Cluestones, so that was not difficult. So I don't know if Marine Phantasm is going to come in or not. Maybe blue wasn't open. It felt like it was, at least in the first pack. Oh, not you. Okay, so here's 21. And I guess we can play this guy. Sure. Okay, and so then for our third, sort by color here. So fairly even. So we'll want a white Cluestone probably for our last card. Azorius versus Orzhov. Or maybe even Dimir. No, not Dimir. Probably Orzhov, I guess, since we have a double black, and I don't think we have any other doubles. So then we'll add lands. That seems reasonable, and what we'll do is take out 2 islands for 2 Azorius Guild Gates, and I think we have to do this. Whoops, like that. This will give us 4, so that's pretty reasonable at getting Guild Gates on time. Pretty miserable that these come into play tapped and they only produce 1 mana that we can use, but them's the breaks. So this deck seems pretty bad to me, but that's usually what you expect to happen when you draft a format for the first time. They're usually clusters. So I'm going to submit this and go to game 1.